Hello there. This is a short tutorial about the online participation portion of our course. In an online course, there is no sitting in the back of the room, taking a day off, hoping other people have done the reading and they're doing the discussing for you, and the professor doesn't notice that you're sitting back there very quietly, sort of looking on in your pages. In an online course, if you're not participating, you're not there. And in an online course, it's also really important that you participate because a lot of the learning that you will actually do in the class will happen because you're working with your classmates and you will be learning through and from each other. So I want to tell you a little bit about both how to access the tools that you'll need to do the participation as well as what the participation will look like and how it will be evaluated. The tools are pretty straightforward. We primarily use two tools. One is the Group Wiki, and in order to use the Group Wiki tool, you will go to Groups, you will go to Group Tools, and you will go to Wiki, and you'll be given an option to create a page or edit an existing page. And it's fairly straightforward. If you get stuck, of course, you can ask for help. You can also click on the Help tab and search Blackboard. Blackboard has excellent resources to tell you how to do just about everything that you can or want to do on Blackboard. So those are places you can go for additional assistance. Class discussion. You can go to Discussions, click on the name of the thread. All of our discussions will be given a thread name, and click on Reply. And if you are replying to somebody else's comment, then there will be a button for you to reply to a comment. So you can reply both to the thread itself or to responses to the thread. The discussion forum settings do prevent you from creating new threads. That's a way to help me keep things organized. And the discussion forum settings allow you to subscribe to threads. And I recommend that you do that. If you subscribe to a thread, all of the comments that come into the thread will be forwarded to your email, and it may be easier for you to follow along with them. Here are some guidelines for participation. Things to do. Do respond to forums and complete the wiki assignments on time. That's very important that you complete them on time. Do participate regularly. Do participate substantively. It's important that you say something that matters, not just that you're typing words on the screen. Do follow directions for the online assignments. Do observe the same rules for courtesy and respect that you would in a face-to-face class. And do give people the benefit of the doubt. When we are communicating face to face, we have facial expressions and gestures that sometimes mitigate our words a little bit or help people to understand what we mean. And when we're communicating online, we don't have those things available. So sometimes somebody might type something and it comes across as abrasive or wrong to you. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Assume that it's probably just uh, an error or a misjudgment in the tone of the communication rather than something that's ill-intended. Things not to do. Don't keep people waiting for you. Your group members need you to complete the posts and participate in the assignments on time. So don't leave everything to the last minute, and don't leave things undone for your group members. Also, don't contribute glib or off-topic content to the discussion. Make sure that what you're putting up there matters. Don't just say good or funny. Respond to people's ideas. Don't post when you are angry or upset. If you are angry or upset, take a couple of minutes to think about what you were thinking of saying, and then take a couple more minutes to think about it again. And finally, don't rant. No one wants to hear or read, rather, a long rant about something you're upset about. So those kinds of comments aren't appropriate for the discussion forums. Grading for participation assignments. Each kind of assignment is graded a little bit differently. The discussion board posts are graded individually, and they are each worth from 0 to 5 points. 5 points is full credit. There is not a set length for the posts because that can vary quite a bit depending on the prompt for the post as well as an individual's writing style. For example, as you probably all figured out, I tend to be super wordy. Other people are very brief. Also, you will be graded on whether you respond to the prompt appropriately. Did you do what you were asked to do? Whether your post is substantive. Did you develop your idea with reasoning and support? And whether your post is original. Did you add something new to the discussion, or did you just parrot what other people say? The wiki assignments are group assignments, and so they are graded as a group. Each week that there is a wiki assignment, and not every week is there a wiki assignment, most of them. But each week that there is one, groups will receive a score ranging from 0 to 10 points. All members of the group will receive the same score, provided there is equal effort given to the assignment. And remember, I can see who has done what by looking at the edit history of the wiki. So not to worry if you have somebody who's not participating at all. They will not receive credit for the wiki assignment, or if they participated only a little bit, they may receive partial credit for the wiki assignment. Otherwise, the scores will be given to the group as a whole. And wiki scores will be based on how well your assignment demonstrates development ideas, clarity, and correctness. The last kind of participation assignment we have is peer review, and there are several of them over the course of the semester. Each peer review is worth 10 points. You are graded on the reviews you do of your peers' work, not the reviews that your work receives. So if somebody doesn't respond to your work, that doesn't affect your grade. You're graded on how you respond to somebody else's work. The peer reviews will be graded on completeness. That is, each review has a rubric that asks you to respond to certain aspects of the paper, as well as the quality of your feedback. Is the feedback substantive and specific? Is it something that could really help your peer? If it is, then that's the kind of advice you want. You shouldn't just tell them that their work is good or that it looks okay, but you should really read it with a critical eye and a commitment to helping your peers do better in the course. Participation as a whole is worth 10% of your final grade, and your grade for participation at the end of the term will be based on the average of points received out of points possible and will correspond to the York College grading scale. And all participation assignments must be completed on time in order to receive a grade. This is very important for participation because, of course, if you are responding to a forum late, you have already missed the discussion. So people will not be looking for what you've said, and so it's not really worth much in terms of what we're trying to do as a class. If you have any questions, please, of course, ask them. And I'm looking forward to hearing all of your good ideas during this semester.